What's up, Fantasy Champions? Spotlight Sports Network is excited to tell you about an amazing deal from Thrive Fantasy, your place for daily fantasy sports and esports. Right now, with promo code SS Network, Thrive Fantasy will match up to $50 of your first deposit. So go to thrivefantasy.com and sign up now with promo code SS Network. That's thrivefantasy.com, promo code SS Network.
What is up? What is up, everybody? What is goody, y'all? What is goody? It is your boy Darian, Coach Donte, and Key in the building. Hopefully, we have a few people more coming up. And this is the Fadeaway NBA podcast. Finally, not talking football for once. Jesus Christ, man. But what's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all, too? How y'all feeling today?
I am great. I mean, around here in the Philly area.
I'll tell you, muted, brother.
Oh, my bad. I'm feeling great, Coach. I'm feeling great. Happy to be up here on another but the first ever episode of the Fadeaway podcast, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to you, Coach. Shout out to Miss Key. I'm ready to get things going, man.
I know my green screen is like taking the color away from my Timberwolves part of it, but this is a throwback Corey Brewer throwback jersey. A lot of people don't know much about Corey Brewer.
I know a lot about him. He dropped that. He had that big game against the Houston Rockets, that 50-point game. I know it. Trust me, I was a part of that, boy. Yeah.
What's going on, Mitch? What's up, man?
I'm good. You know, I got a little publicity today. Nothing down there. Donte, did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it. I saw the video.
Hey, listen, I don't even have to see it, but we're not going to talk about it on here, man. But
yep.
I have a few topics.
That's all I had.
But let's get straight into it, man. Let's get straight into it and I got some topics for y'all today. And I'm going to go with.
What's up, man?
And shout out to everybody that's in the chat. But this has been the biggest topic all over my social media in person. It's not even Ben Simmons. The funny part, a lot of which we're going to get into. We're going to hear that audio of what Doc Rivers said with Stephen A. Stephen A. was interviewing him on First Take. We'll definitely hear that later on in the show. But it's been a lot of talks in a lot of groups about WNBA salary and NBA salary, and the reason why of it, because I have this picture. I don't know if y'all saw it. With Sue Bird and LeBron James, right? Sue Bird has played 17 seasons in the NBA. So did LeBron James. LeBron has, which I think he had four NBA championships, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I think he has. Yeah, I think he has three.
Who, LeBron?
Yeah, LeBron has three, I believe. He has four.
He has two.
He got
two.
He got one with the Cavs.
He has three. He has three.
He got two in Miami.
Yeah, he got
two in Miami and one with LA. So he has
four.
So do Sue Bird. She has four.
Yeah.
20. This is according to 2020.
Yep.
The salary for both teams. LeBron James is $37.44 million. She's only getting paid $215,000. The bonus for winning NBA Finals for LeBron James is $370,000. For Sue Bird, is only $11,356. This has been a lot of people have been saying a lot about this. It's been 25 years since the WNBA has made himself a league, which was funded by the NBA. My question to all of y'all on this panel, do y'all feel that the NBA has lost faith in the WNBA? Because I'm starting to feel like they have not lost faith. I feel like they have not done nothing to push the brand, in my opinion. So I'm going to let one of y'all go. Y'all can definitely go from top to bottom, bottom to top. Y'all let me know. But I have to have my last say so on this. So, Key, I think you're the only female that's on this panel. You are the only female that's on this panel. So technically, out of anybody else, I would like to hear from you more than anything.
Can y'all hear me first of all? Am I good?
Yeah, you're good.
So this was an issue. I remember Ms. Parker going on air. She was just saying, we don't want to get paid like LeBron does, $30 million. But at least, give us some more money, because it's sad that WNBA players can't really have a down season like that. Once the season's over, they can relax and show their family. WNBA players either have to go on ESPN commentating gigs like Chene
Agumake.
I couldn't think of her last name to save my life. Like Chene Agumake, she was on ESPN. First Take and doing other analyst shows. Candace Parker is on TNT with Kevin Garnett and Shaq and all them. They have to do other gigs because their salary is paying them right. And so some players have to go overseas to play a season, and then once the season's over, WNBA starts back up again. So when do they have their downtime? When do they have time to relax and off the off season with their fans? They can't because they still have to live it. So I feel like WNBA should have a little bit more of a salary cap. If I'm not mistaken, I think it did go up a little bit for them for this season, I think. Because Candace Parker, I think she's supposed to maybe $2 million, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I think I've seen that somewhere. But these girls are talented. They can run as best with the boys. Maybe sometime better than the boys at one point, because some of the games were really, really good. But I think, the NBA definitely should push them more. And if Kobe was around, definitely WNBA would be pushed more because, he was all about girls basketball.
Yep. I'll go next. Because I agree that WNBA should be pushed out more. But I don't know if you guys play 2K22. There's WNBA in that. So for the video game aspect, that is good. They're getting publicity that way and everything. But as for the money aspect, for me, it's just downright wrong. They should be making maybe like 10, 15 up there. Move it up a little more. But,
like million or thousand?
Million.
Okay.
Yeah. Why would I say thousand? Yo, what's good, Vic?
Yeah, I think they should be pushed more. I think the WNBA is just is just that much important in the NBA. Some of these players mostly can play. I think, like I say, they deserve pretty much almost the same treatment. Especially Sue Bird, who's a 4-time WNBA champion, a great player. I believe they should be pushed more. They out here on 2K games. Their salary should definitely bump up a little bit more. Like he said, some of these people have to go to interviews. Like the Lawson girl, she's working for the NBA TV network. And Lawson, I definitely think they should be pushed more, and they deserve a little more of a upgrade than they got right now.
Now, this is my thing on this whole situation. Because I followed me and Key, we followed the WNBA since it was existed, Yep. So seeing what really makes me mad about it is that even if most of those girls don't get those type of national ESPN gigs, they have to leave their families behind and go overseas. It's sad that the overseas pays more than what the women pay them in America. That's the crazy part. That's how they're really making their living. If you're not commentating or you're doing play-by-play or you're not an analyst on these big networks, 90% of those women that play in the WNBA gotta go overseas. If people fail to realize that you said you got to be realistic. WNBA players get paid based on whatever TV deals is made. Let's be honest. A lot of people are not watching the WNBA. A lot of people are watching a lot of people are not watching the WNBA because you're putting them on the same time as Monday Night Football. You're putting them on the same time as Thursday Night Football. You're putting them on the same time as Sunday. So when do they have time? Why you don't put them on a Tuesday? Why you don't put them on a Wednesday?
On a
There's
Wednesday.
nothing going on.
Yep.
So it's no excuse. It's 7 days in a week.
Yeah, because the WNBA playoffs about to start, but you know about that.
Exactly, and the thing about it, as
I didn't
far
even
as
know that. I'm being honest here.
it's, you get what I'm saying? Like ESPN don't push it out. Even NBA, the team that made the WNBA what it is, don't even push it out. You don't see nothing on NBA.com talking about the WNBA playoffs. It's sad to say.
And then they put it on networks like CBS, Sports or something. We don't got no channel, like we can't channel up unless we got a subscription or we got money like that.
And then you try to put the games on a weekend where college football is back. But when we didn't have nothing going on a Saturday, why you didn't put them games on ABC or ESPN or none of those? They need the NBA revenue this company to be here for 25 years, and these people are making less than $300,000. These women. And the thing about it is, women's college basketball gets pushed more than the WNBA. If you want to be honest. So people wanting to say they need to make more money. My thing is this: just because they're not flashy like the NBA doesn't mean you don't need to push them. There's no way that Sue Bird has 4 WNBA championships and she's getting paid less than $350,000. It doesn't make sense to me. If she played the same amount of seasons as LeBron James,
17 apiece.
It doesn't make sense.
And she's the leading leader in assists. Overall,
All right, Vic,
like,
I appreciate that.
Yep.
Women's basketball is more entertaining to watch, and it's more competitive.
It's competitive. It is competitive. It is competitive.
Oh, he goes NCAA. I mean, wow, Vic, wow.
I think it's this. I think it's the same level
Yeah.
when it comes to WNBA and women's college basketball. The thing, the difference in between it is that their tournament in the WNBA is more. I mean, in the women's college basketball is more drama than it is for the WNBA playoffs, because when it comes to them national championship games, you see that the men's national championship game and the women's national championship game is a week apart. If people don't know, if I was able to pull up clips of what the WNBA did when the Houston Comets was around, when the New York Liberty was hot,
Four straight titles.
With 4 straight titles, and nobody talks about that team.
Beat the Liberty twice in the finals.
Nobody remembers where it was a 3-game series, and if it wasn't for Teresa Weatherspoon half-court shot to win the game, y'all cannot tell me that's not drama in basketball.
Rebecca Lobo, Teresa Thompson, Cheryl,
Lisa Leslie.
People get mad like, why women? People get mad like, why WNBA players are going into the Hall of Fame? What you mean?
Lisa Leslie was the first girl to ever
dunk the basketball.
Now Brittany Griner has, I think, 18 dunks on her season this year. This season alone, she's dunked the ball 18 times.
I just feel like they make the WNBA not entertaining because they don't push it to be entertaining. That's just my opinion on the NBA. You're a $1 billion business. You're a $1 billion business, and this league's been around for 25 years, and nobody's making more than at least $500,000. Something ain't adding up. But listen, Philly Sports Talk podcast, and that's my Philly Sports. I can't ever get hit.
That's Robert.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, right.
the Olympians get paid more than the professionals. Like the WNBA players have to go play in the Olympics too, on top of playing overseas, on top of being on networks. It's just too much, man. It's just too much.
Another thing, this happened last season or the season before with Oregon State and the girls. They're in their locker room was looking like somebody's at home gym, and the boys had like a whole Olympic size gym. That went viral, and you see how quick they changed that. Like, they gave Oregon State girls a better gym to practice in and to work out in because that gym was crappy.
My thing is this: Cheryl Miller did never get a chance to play in the WNBA. That's the sad part. Cheryl Miller never really got a chance. And by the time Rebecca Lobo was in the WNBA, she was up there in age. Most of the pioneers that came in those first early years of the WNBA, they was already in their 30s and 40s.
Because Cheryl Miller probably was lighting them up. Just like
she was lighting them up at USC. Yep. But at that time when she was playing women's college basketball, it wasn't a WNBA. So it sucks to see those legends that have come from college ball and wait almost 7 to 8 years to go play professionally, and you're already up there in age.
Yep.
And then in the WNBA, not WNBA, but women's college basketball, you have to play 3 years or 4 years of college basketball just to get into the pros. And I think that's better, in my opinion, besides these one and dones in the NBA. In my opinion, I don't know if anybody thinks that, but that's the next segment I wanted to go into was the one and dones. Should they change the ruling of college players coming out after their freshman year?
I've always been like 50-50 on this because think about it. Let's say LeBron did not come from high school. He went to like Ohio State and got even better. Can you imagine if he went all 4 years to school and then just like got even better? So if you're good enough, like if you're good enough, that's good. But it just, to me, it hurts college basketball more. It hurts college basketball more because you're having like these big time athletes just spend 1 year and go to NBA. Like, nah, it feels like it should be more for the college aspect, but for the NBA, if you are good enough, you can do one and done. Like, there's plenty of examples.
I got to think about this. Why do you think a lot of NFL players that come out of college is more successful than NBA players? Because in the NFL, you got to play in NFL, you got to play 3 years of college ball.
Yep.
And I feel like you need to at least play at least two. My thing is, I think you should at least play 2 years of college ball. I think that's enough experience. Come out in your sophomore year, and you probably be more developed. A lot of these kids are 18, 19, 20 years old. They don't really know much about being a professional.
Yep.
And it sucks. And if you see a lot of these players that go number 1 overall pick or a top 10 pick or a second round pick, you don't know who they are. You don't know who they are. Half of the NBA draft I did this past year, I didn't know who half of the players was coming into the draft. I had no clue who they are.
Oh my goodness! I'm with Darian on that, man. Some of these NBA players come out, don't be successful. I think they should be at least like 2 years or 3 years in college, man. Just look at Adam Morrison. Look at Jimmy Fredette, how they lit up college world. They come in. Hey, they can't buy a piece of playing time. They already consider it as a bust. I think these guys should be considering playing a good 3 years. I don't care how good you are. You can be American, but it's all about being a professional and landing in the right spot as well. But they definitely should look at it and change that rule. Stay at least about a couple of years or 3 years at least to get a better feeling on how to be a professional and stuff like that.
Right, and the ones that do come out in their second or third year, they get unnoticed is because of those first-year players that have all this talent. We see so many first-year players, even high school players, come out and be busts.
Yep. Anthony Bennett. Yep.
Right, you gonna see those one of a kind players like the Anthony Davis, the DeMarcus Cousins that came out of college. You gonna those John Walls, those LeBron James, those Kobe Bryant. You don't see those type of dogs and players like that anymore in the league.
Yep.
So to try to come out your first year like another one like Kyrie Irving, those Kevin Durant, they played those 1 years in college, but they were dogs coming out.
They were very good. They were good. They were superstars coming out of college, and they perfected that to the NBA, man. So I definitely think they should be looking at that. 2 years or 3 years, pretty much max.
Key, what you think?
Yeah, like I feel like they're not experienced enough. Then have some kids that come in. Whether you're gonna first, it's not about sponsorship, shoe deals, money. With a young kid that's 18, 19 coming in, they're not gonna know how to handle that.
Yep.
They're not thinking about basketball.
They're gonna have people trying to take advantage of them and everything else. So I think they should. I do believe when they come in, I think they have to. I might be thinking about the NFL. I know the NFL rookies have a financial class that they got to take.
Okay.
So you can save up on your money when you get endorsement. Find that person who's going to handle your money and not cheat you out your money. Because you 18, 19 come in, you getting the shoe deals, dirt deals, and all these sponsors. You definitely don't want nobody taking advantage. So I do think you should do at least 2 years of college before you transition into professional, so you can get the skill, build up your craft, and then come onto the league. By then, you're going to be a little bit more perfected your skill and help out an NBA team. Because it don't help if you're, i.e., I got to use Simmons, I'm sorry, #1 overall seed, and you're not doing anything. You're not doing nothing.
Are you trying to get me to have a headache here?
I'm going to respond to Vic 3 real quick. Because he said the NBA player create billions of dollars in revenue, and the WNBA doesn't do that, plain and simple. The NBA revenues the WNBA. If it wasn't for the NBA putting their money down 25 years ago, it wouldn't be an NBA. If 90% of the time, I bet you any amount of money when the WNBA get paid, it has the NBA logo on it. So for them to not have it, that means the NBA don't want to do it. Sorry to say, that's just my opinion. Because you're getting paid through the NBA. The NBA funded the WNBA. Why do you think WNBA is on NBA 2Ks now? Because the NBA wanted that on there. Hello. But we're not going to get too more into WNBA. But I think going out of high school, if you're not one of those players one of them generational type of players, I'm good with that. But back then, before all this generational stuff that been happening, look at the Patrick Ewings and the Michael Jordans of the world. They played 2 or 3 years of basketball in college before they left.
Yep.
And they became greats. I don't know what's so much of.
Ned came out of high school. LeBron came out of high school. Stephen McGrady.
Sorry, Vic. We're not sending links out, are we?
No.
No, we're not? Okay.
Yeah, we're not sending any links out.
Okay. He's my guy, so I know he's respectable and everything.
He's saying that they depend on the NBA. The NBA wanted to create the WNBA. The women were fine getting paid overseas until they saw how much they was getting paid over there and wanted to bring them back to the States. Me and keep seeing all of that go down. We old enough to see that. So they're not depending on the WNBA. They're just getting paid through the NBA. They got a commissioner, just like they got a commissioner, but the NBA funded it and kept funding it. They just haven't done nothing to push it. Now, my thing is this. If the WNBA want to go out and get more revenue, that's fine. But what I want the NBA to do, at least push the same promotion as what the NBA is getting. That's all I'm asking.
If they can't create their own revenues, they can't get paid more.
I disagree. I disagree.
I disagree. Well, I mean, man, I haven't seen Vic going off like this in a while.
That's one of those guys that don't understand the history of the WNBA. And I'm saying that.
Damn. Okay. The NBA took it over, so it did flop.
The NBA, they created the logo. What is he talking about? They created the logo. They created the brand.
Donte, you
The
having fun?
WNBA is an entity under the NBA. Now, for example, we on the Spotlight Sports Network, right? But Coach Donte got his own brand. Mitch got his own brand. Kid got his own brand. But it's all under one entity. That's a business for you. And that's what the WNBA is. So don't worry about him. I'm not listening to him. We're gonna go on to the next couple of topics because I'm not getting into it with somebody that don't know what the WNBA does. I'm not getting into it with a clown like that. I'm not doing it. But
Yo, he's my guy, man.
Next.
He's my guy.
No. I talk trash, so that's just me. I talk trash. That's just me. I just call people clowns. Like that's what I do. But
sorry, Freddie. No links.
Yeah, Freddie. Y'all was live already, bro. That's why I thought, we did ours, but, let's talk about it. That's in the news. After 2 seasons, the Minnesota Timberwolves, right, as a president of basketball operations, Gresham Roses is out. And I saw a tweet from Anthony Towns. Carl Anthony Towns. And I saw it and I was like, after 2 seasons of basketball operations, you get rid of this guy? For the Minnesota Timberwolves, right? When are you trying to get better? I don't understand why you're trying to get better. Are you trying to get better or are you just trying to stay worse? Because you went through so many coaches, so many players, and you got Carl Anthony Towns, one of the best players they have on this franchise. That's why I'm wearing this Timberwolves throwback. That's why I'm wearing it.
Respect.
And let me just read it to y'all because it doesn't make, nobody cares about the Boys for Life video. Please do not come in here with that. We don't care for that. The Minnesota Timberwolves has fired their president of basketball operations, and the franchise announced it Wednesday. In a statement, the team did acknowledge their commitment to building a winning team that our fans in the city could be proud of. And then this was the Timberwolves PR said. They said that the Timberwolves announced executive vice president Sachin Gupta. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm butchering it. I don't care. But they said will assume basketball operations oversight. But this is according to ESPN. So Minnesota hired Roses back in 2019, having him replace Tom Thibodeau in the Timberwolves' top decision-making position.
What's good, Jordan?
He had previously spent 18 seasons with the Houston Rockets. What the Wolves had not made the playoffs since 2017 and 18 season, and a combined of 42 and 94 during Rose's 2-year stint with the franchise. But this is my problem with Timberwolves, though. You're in a rebuilding mode. You gave that man only 2 years to try to rebuild a franchise that had never been great since Stephon Marbury and Kevin Garnett.
Hey, Howie, that's my guy Darian. You got to treat this guy with some respect, all right? Because of him, my channel's going up, so is Dante's, so is Keith.
Listen, I'm at a point where if you don't respect me or anybody on this panel, you will be blocked. Period.
Gotcha.
Period. But I don't understand, like, Freddie, get out of here, bro. Freddie, get out of here, bro. I'm not doing this with you today. I am not doing this with you. But dang, after 2 seasons, you fire a basketball operations. But my question is for the owners and the GM, what have you done to help that man build a winning franchise?
You know what's funny? Donte, you can go. I'll go after.
They have not done anything. I mean, ever since Jimmy Butler left and asked out, they have not put anything around this man. And I just have to say the end is near for Karl Anthony Towns. If I'm Karl Anthony Towns, I'm asking out. I'm asking out of Minnesota. This team is clearly not putting anything around me. Since Jimmy Butler left, Andrew Wiggins pretty much checked out. So I don't understand why they got this man on a short lease and fired this man. It's definitely not his fault. And the only reason I feel like Minnesota got put out that round is definitely because Jimmy Butler got hurt in the middle of that season. And that bumped them down to the eighth seed. That kind of bumped them down to the eighth seed to play the Houston Rockets and everything. Ever since then, all hell's broke loose. But like I say, they haven't clearly did anything to make this goddamn team better. So I think if I'm Karl Anthony Towns, I just want to ask out. I'm asking out.
So you know
I
what?
understand anything. I had to block Howie Roseman because we're not talking about football on here. We don't care about what Boys for Life have to say. That's negativity. We're not here for the negativity on the Spotlight Sports Network. But I don't tolerate that, and I won't tolerate that. So anything that's mentioned in Boys for Life, if you want to hit Mitch up personally, do it that way. But when we're doing a basketball content and you want to bring up Boys for Life, I'm sorry. We're not talking about that. That's something that's behind the scenes that happened, and we keeping it there. So if you want to talk about what Boys for Life said, hit up Mitch personally. Not doing a segment while we're doing something that's basketball related. Thank you, and I appreciate you giving us the view.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your take on this?
Man, like, the Timberwolves has always been building. When have they not been rebuilding? They've been building forever. So I feel bad for Karl Anthony Towns. Like, I really do. Like, he's the only one in that the solid glue together team. What, you got old Ricky Rubio? Yeah, I don't know why they brought him back. Who did they just draft? The number one pick. No, who did they get?
Listen, Freddie, if you want to call up to the show, you could definitely call up to the show.
Oh.
If you want to call up, I can give you the number. But he wants
know
the
what's
link.
funny,
Only
though?
Freddie, bro. Only Freddie from the ASAP Sports Network, man.
Oh, that's who Freddie is. I'm like,
Yeah, that's Freddie. He's from ASAP.
oh, nice to meet you, man. I'm Mitch. Just to let you know, I'm like, I didn't even know who you are.
Bring Freddie in the chat.
All right, y'all want me to send the link?
Bring Freddie, bring Freddie. I love Freddie, man. I ain't gonna lie.
The wrong tree with this.
Yeah, I love Freddie. I'm not gonna lie. That's all he gonna do. I swear to God.
Anthony Edwards. I couldn't think of his name.
Anthony Edwards. Yeah, it was Anthony. Yeah.
All he gonna do is come up on here and talk about his Lakers and how they about to all get senior citizens cards, wheelchairs.
Hey, I love Freddie, bro. That dude.
AARP card ready. They got AARP cards already, and they can get senior. Then they can get.
They're gonna be calling my health insurance for more coverage. Yeah, Freddie, I'm talking about them damn Lakers. Yes, I'm talking about them. Oh, yes, I did, brother.
But no, but the
talking about the
dude after season is crazy. Knowing y'all in the rebuilding mode, Jimmy Butler didn't want to stay there. He wasn't happy. You had Tom Thibodeau of all people running GM operations. He wasn't gonna get nobody and that's going to change the game. So Minnesota needs somebody that's going to bring people in. That's maybe a good veteran going to attract some players maybe to play in Minnesota. Like, who am I playing Minnesota? It's cold up there.
All right. You know what's funny?
Can I address this one more thing? Also, I don't have Mitch on Twitter. I just can't hit him up the blue. Yes, you can. You can hit him up on Instagram. Like, why you got to come on here being negative? That's what I'm saying to you. We're not talking about anything about Boys for Life. So please stop mentioning that in the chat. Thank you. Or I'm going to block you for good this time. So please don't do it.
So
we're trying to be respectful here. I'm really trying to be respectful here. But the Lakers would be the top in the West, which what RQ would say. But I disagree. I don't know. I just feel like they're going to be a first half team until they lose. All right. I'm sorry. You got to go again, brother. Sorry. Putting you in the kitty corner, just like what Goolie would do. Go in the kitty corner.
He said kitty corner.
Yeah. I'll tell you now, when we go live for AEW and he comes back in talking about Boys for Life, kitty corner again. Let me get Freddie in here though.
Can I just say something? I've been trying to say this for like 5 minutes now.
Go ahead, Mitch. Go ahead, Mitch.
So you know what's funny? The Timberwolves. It's been going downhill ever since that Kevin Love and Andrew Wiggins trade. Ever since that, it was going down.
Yep.
I mean, Jimmy Butler, okay. Zach LaVine, okay. Now you got D'Lo, you got Anthony Edwards, and you got Cat. Now you want number 25? I'll take him, but I need one of those three guys. And they're not willing to give that up. So you're hurting your own team right there. You're hurting your own team on that.
Lord Jesus.
Oh, they go Freddie.
We got the bandwagonest player on this panel right now. When it comes to stupid Giants and stupid Lakers,
First off,
the ASAP Sports Network, man. What's up, brother?
What's up? First, I want to tell my dude much love because him and Key was the only one who wanted me on the show.
I was trying to keep you off the show, but you always get us off topic. It never fails.
Hey, I would love to be on your show sometime. Can't hear you.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you, Freddie.
What you do? See?
You can hear me now, can't you? What the hell do you got this?
Laker players that don't know how to use electronics. Okay.
First of all, why the hell you got a Timberwolves jersey on? You represent. You walking a bum ass team.
Number one is a throwback, so don't do that.
Oh, it's so bad. I forgot.
It's a throwback.
You talking about a franchise?
I collect throwback jerseys for a living, so yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you this much. You talking about why they let go of the general manager and all that crap? It's because it's a bum franchise. Why are you surprised? I mean, this is like the Cowboys. This is what they do. This is what they do. I mean, you are very like this is the damn Warriors or something that have won something lately. You talking about a team that's bums.
I understand that they are bums, but the only way you got to turn it around, you got to start being bad first for it to turn around. Right or wrong?
That's wrong.
No, the Warriors were bad for decades.
That's wrong.
They were
sell the damn team. That's what they need to do.
Decades.
Sell the team. They should have sold it. They should have sold it to KG.
Bad for decades, bro.
They should have sold it to KG.
Decades, and they turned that team around through the draft.
They should have sold to the KG. They need to get Karl Anthony Towns out of there. He's too soft. He's soft like tissue.
I agree with that.
And I agree. That's why I think Karl Anthony Towns, when he put out the tweet, I was like, oh like, hold up, wait a minute, like, what is he talking about?
Nobody care what he say. He's soft.
He's soft because he with a soft franchise.
No, it's because he's soft minded. It's just like the same thing we seen out of Ben Simmons. Philadelphia's tough. Philadelphia's tough. He's just soft mentally. Soft as a person. I don't want to hear it.
Please talk about
Did y'all actually hear the interview with Stephen A. Smith and Doc Rivers today?
I don't care about that. Doc Rivers lying through his teeth.
That's why I wanted to get your opinion on it. I thought I was the only one.
Yeah.
I thought I was the only one.
See what you do.
You see so many Doc Rivers interviews talking bad about Ben, and now you get on here on First Take and get on here and say, "Oh, you want Ben Simmons to come back." You're not saying the fans. The fans. I don't think the fans want him back. Me personally, I don't want his ass back. I'm ready to burn his jersey.
You should want him back.
Why?
Because you have an opportunity to win. That's why.
We can win with.
Do you want me to get started?
You ain't winning without him. You ain't winning. I can promise you that.
Oh,
yeah, I know, and they not winning with him. They not winning with him. They not winning with him. They not winning with him.
Hey, my dude at the bottom, what's your name?
Mitch.
All right, nice to meet you, Mitch.
Nice to meet you too. But I'm telling you, are you talking about Doc? Can't win with Doc or with number 25?
You can't win with number 25. You can't win with him.
I just said that.
You can't win with him.
Because people are saying that we can't win with Doc, which I'm kind of...
See,
you can question it.
That was a bad hire.
But you can question it. Can you win with Doc? Because he blew several 3-1 leads with the Orlando Magic, with the Clippers, You can make a case. He's an overrated head coach. You can make a case for that.
Yeah.
At that time, who'd you rather have, Doc Rivers or Brett Brown? Please,
Doc Rivers. I'd rather have Doc Rivers. I'd rather have Doc Rivers.
What's up?
What's up?
Hey, you mentioned something about some Clippers. Don't talk about the Clippers. The only thing I need to talk about the Clippers, I need a haircut right about now. Don't mention the damn Clippers.
Hey, he was a part of that team when they threw. He was a part of that team when they blew the 3-1 lead to my Rockets. He was a part of that team. He was a coach of that team.
Doc Rivers have not been good since Boston. Let's face it.
Exactly.
I mean, he have not done anything since Boston. You guys should have went out and go get us some young head coach. You could have done better than Doc. But this is what Philadelphia do.
Why couldn't?
You can. I don't know. Somebody out there. Somebody's out there. You could have done. Hey, this is what Philadelphia do. You guys missed your time when you had AI back in the day, and this is what you're doing now. So, I mean,
don't get me started.
But first, I want to come on here.
Started.
I want to come over here to do something different for Darian real quick. Darian, I like you as a person. You're real smart. You're really, you're a bright person. You got bright ideas. And you deserve better. You deserve better. So, on the West Coast, there's a team out there, got the Hollywood sign out there. They got the banner around the stadium. Hey, we know nothing but winning. Ain't nothing soft. Ain't nothing soft about us. And you know what? We got pretty good colors too. It's called purple and gold. We talking about the real LA team. We ain't talking about the bums in the basement down in the Clippers. I'm talking about the real LA team. So come you have an invite.
I need you on my show.
Oh man, this is why I didn't want his behind up here. You had to mention them Lakers, man. You had to mention them senior citizen cards, ARPs.
Can I say something about the Lakers? How does it feel to have the oldest roster in the NBA?
Why, you don't ask him that question.
Say it again.
How does it feel to have the oldest roster in the NBA?
Yes, man. How do I feel about it?
Yeah.
I don't feel anything about it. Nobody want to mention about Brooklyn. They got a bunch of old guys, but they want to say this. But they want to say the same. It don't matter. They got a bunch of old guys over there. You brought in a Paul Millsap. You have a LaMarcus Aldridge who had a heart problem. No Blake Griffin. Nobody want to mention that.
Yep.
If you go to the Lakers,
that's why I said on your show on Fast Break that it's going to be a AARP NBA Finals. That's exactly what I said.
People want to act like Melo can't play. Melo these last couple of years improved his game. So LeBron haven't showed no slump in this game. So I don't know what people talking about. Stop it. Key, what's up?
See, Key not in the building today. She in the car. So
I'm on my way home. I'm like around the corner. My bad.
Yeah, I don't know. For real, I didn't even know it was really a real Clippers fan base. For real.
See what it is.
No.
See what it is. I'm gonna tell you. It's these Laker fans. Everybody can't be loyal like me. We seen the Lob City. See, Clippers had their moment. They had their chance. They had plenty of opportunities.
Life alert.
Because the Lakers was bad for years. We was bad. We was dead bad.
Yeah,
and when the Clippers had the Lob City, I said, okay, Clippers, take advantage. Take advantage. And what did they do? They choked it away.
Yep.
And look at it now. Last year, when we won the championship, I said, okay, Kawhi, this your city. Paul, you got Paul George. You got the $1 billion owner. Hey, you better take over. But guess what happened? We saw who the real king is. I ain't got to say his name. And did you see the picture? Anthony Davis looked much bigger.
See, look.
It's going to be beautiful.
Anthony Davis just got married.
You got that right. You got and guess what?
The last time I really liked the Clippers, I was really like a Clippers fan.
You like the Clippers?
When
you got your haircut last?
I'm gonna tell you why, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because my cousin used to play for the Clippers, and that was Bo Kimball back in the day.
Really?
That's the only time I liked the Clippers. After
he
went to New York, I became a New York fan. Everywhere my cousin went, I was a fan of.
You better than me.
I think I'm better than you right now.
I supported my cousin.
You know what? I tell my mama this all the time. If I have a son that he came to the NFL and he roots for he goes to the Cowboys. I ain't rooting for no damn Cowboys. I'll make a shirt. I'll make a shirt to say I'm rooting for my son. I'll never root for the Cowboys. Nah.
So what? So he could go to any team. So can you go to any team in that division? Besides, so any team in that division outside of your Giants, he can't play for them.
No, just the Cowboys. I don't care about anybody else.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I just want to put that out there.
This comment is so stupid. Kawhi is overrated.
He is overrated. It's not stupid. What are you talking about?
How's he what?
I think he's overrated now, but I think he's past his prime. I think his time and when he was in San Antonio, I think when he was in San Antonio, he was at his highest. In San Antonio, he was at his highest. He was the best in the world around that time. He could not be. He had one of the best defenders in San Antonio. He was one of the best players in the league when he was in San Antonio. Yes, he had one good year.
No, he was not.
One good year in Toronto that he got that lucky shot against us. But other than that, he has not done nothing since he left San Antonio and Toronto. He has not done that drag squat. What have he done in LA?
No,
nothing.
You're wrong, Dan. You're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. 100% wrong.
Look how many championships he
won. Because we can't
22.
classify him as the best. We never have. We never have and never will.
He's one of the best players in the league in San Antonio.
Yeah, he was like.
You said one of the best or the best? What did you say?
I said one of the best.
Oh, okay. He's top 5.
Right now or back then?
Back then.
Right now, he's top 10. Right now, he's top 10.
People say Kawhi should have stayed in Toronto.
No.
He should have.
Really, he didn't want to go to Toronto, to be honest with you. That's why he didn't stay. He didn't really want to go to Toronto. That's why he didn't stay in Toronto.
I don't understand how you win a championship with the team and don't want to stay.
Yeah,
you know what? You know what the problem is with Kawhi? You know why Kawhi and Paul George will never win a championship? It's called a curse. You know what? In the 20 years down the line, they're gonna be on Jimmy Kimmel, and they're gonna be like, you know what? I wish I would have did. I wish I would have went on ahead and went to the Lakers. We went over there and joined them damn Clippers, and it's a curse. It's a problem. That franchise do not know how to win. First of all, that team was built wrong. That team was built to beat LeBron James. They have wing defenders that can stop him. But they did not have nobody to stop Anthony Davis. That was going to be the problem. And that's going to be the same problem for the Brooklyn Nets. You can throw KD on LeBron. Who are you throwing on Anthony Davis? He's going to be the matchup problem. So that's – but you know what? It's the Clippers.
And that's what I said.
Your Eagles look good, though. I got to give you some shout-outs. Your Eagles do look good.
And you know what, Freddie, that came to my what you said. And that's really what it is. You can try to contain LeBron all if you want to, but Anthony Davis is a matchup problem for any power forward and center. That's the problem right there. That was gonna be the problem the whole time. Anthony Davis, stopping Anthony Davis. Which power forward, what center can stop Anthony Davis? You can tame LeBron to some degree, but you won't be able to stop. I don't think
LeBron will still get his 25.
I don't think Embiid. No, I'm gonna tell you this. No superstar can stop a superstar. That's what I'm saying. No superstar can shut down a superstar. Embiid gonna get his points. Anthony Davis is gonna get his points. So I mean, I'll say that's the key to the Lakers. Anthony Davis, if he can stay healthy.
Yeah. Oh, he gonna stay healthy.
That's what I was just about to say.
There ain't gonna be no if. He going to stay healthy. You see how big that dude looking.
Question for the panel, y'all. Question for the panel.
Okay.
Do y'all think Zion should want to leave New Orleans and go somewhere else, or try to develop his game and stay in New Orleans?
His family wants him to leave, so
it's not about what his family wants. It's about what Zion wants.
I'm just saying his family wants him to leave. But if I were him, I could stay because you have a good duo in Brandon Ingram. Who's your point guard now?
Well, Lonzo's gone, so yeah, I mean,
who's your point guard?
It was I think it was what was it? Bledsoe, if I'm not mistaken.
No, then he got traded again.
He got traded. Matter of fact, it's Alexander. Again, right? It's Alexander. It's Alexander. It's an Alexander dude. It's the Alexander dude.
I can't never get his name right, but he got like a too long name or something like that.
Yeah.
Just Alexander or something like that.
Yeah. That's his name.
Gilgeous Alexander.
No, it's not. It's not Gilgeous Alexander. It's something similar to that, though.
Right.
I forgot it.
He need to get up out of New Orleans fast, quick, and a hurry. That's another franchise. We've seen Anthony Davis down there for years. Could not win. What makes you think you're going to win, Zion? What makes you think they're going to put a team around you, Zion? You seen what they already did with Lonzo. Who team is it, by the way, Zion? Is it your team or is it Brandon Ingram's? Because hey, because that's one thing that I don't know.
There you go. Nickeil Alexander Walker. That's his name. Nickeil Alexander Walker. That's his name.
He played for a bum franchise. Zion, you know what the best deal? Hey, If I was Portland, I'll trade CJ, first round picks, whatever you got to get Zion down there with Dame Dollar. Could you imagine them two together?
Oh, that would be
crazy.
That's a playoff contending team right there.
That would be crazy.
That's the playoff contender. I think that's the best trade that I heard all offseason. Take Zion, put Zion.
Because I came on the show, that's why. Anytime you come from me, you get a top quality.
Hey, that wouldn't be a bad idea either. That might convince Dame to stay too in Portland. That might convince him to stay because he might be on his last leg with Portland.
Dame
so
leaving.
Like if they don't make no improvement.
I'm done hearing this. Dame want to talk about he want to get out. He come, now he's somebody left Portland. Dame, stop talking. Go play. Just like the Aaron Rodgers.
He said, hell no, come to OKC. He said, hell no, come to OKC.
They rebuild it.
I will say this.
OKC.
I will say this about OKC. In the next few years, OKC will be able to get any player they want. You guys see them draft picks they got.
14.
They got 14 draft picks, first round picks.
Yeah, so they'll be able to get anybody they want. They want Ben Simmons right now. There you go.
Go ahead.
Go ahead to OKC, brother. Sit him there.
Y'all get a John Wall, I bet.
Yeah, I'm kind of on a fence with this situation about John Wall coming to Philly.
Yeah, because it's injury prone.
He's injury prone, and then
just like Joel Embiid. So what's the difference? Somebody tell me that.
I don't know. Like John Wall, I just feel like he's talented when he's healthy. He's one of the best guards in the league when he's talented. He has.
What makes him? Okay, question. What makes him better? You talking so highly about him. What makes him so much better than Ben Simmons?
He's a great shooter. He's a great shooter.
Great shooter?
Yes, he's a better shooter than Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
Please.
He's a better shooter. He's a better shooter than Ben Simmons.
I'm going to tell you this like I did last night on Jake's show, on his 100th episode. Jake had his 100th episode last night. Jake has more episodes than Ben Simmons made jump shots.
But do you have to make jump shots though? I mean,
if you want to be consider yourself a guard in the NBA, and you want to be consider yourself both ways on the offense and the defense, yes, you're going to have.
But
let
me ask you a question: do you believe that we care too much about offense nowadays that we don't look at the rest that he does? Because I'm gonna say this.
We understand that he's a great defender.
But hear me out.
I came back at the wrong time.
But hear me out.
It doesn't. We all know that he's a great defender. We all know what he did against Trae Young. But
hear me out though, because when Lonzo was in LA, everybody wanted to talk about his shooting, and I'm like, bro, he does everything else right, but he can't shoot. And that's what you're complaining about? He plays elite defense.
The difference between
get guys involved.
The difference between Lonzo Ball and Ben Simmons is that Lonzo Ball shooting got better. He developed a jump shot.
So we say Ben Simmons? How do we know Ben Simmons not trying?
Ben Simmons don't even attempt.
He don't attempt to shoot the ball.
That should be good though. You know why? He's not jacking up shots and losing the game that way.
It's not good offensively when you come down on the offensive floor and it's 4-on-1.
I'd rather you do that than not chunk up shots and lose us the game. But he
still lost us a game. Why are you passing open?
That's why
Philadelphia. That's why, Key.
That's why it didn't work against Boston 2 years in a row. That's why it didn't work this year. Because you're playing basically 5-on-4 basketball.
Exactly.
You gotta be able to shoot. This how you stay in the NBA. If you can shoot, you stay in the NBA. Vince Carter had to practice on his shot. Look how many years he played. Dirk Nowitzki, look how many years he played. Because I said Vince Carter.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They all can shoot. They all can shoot. So you have to have some type of impact on the offensive end. Ben Simmons does not have any type of impact on the offensive end for the 76ers.
Yes, he do.
No, he don't.
What?
He get other guys involved.
If he had any type of impact on the offensive end, why was Shake Milton and Maxey playing on the floor? At the end of the game of the game six, yes,
coming off the bench.
Coming off the bench.
And when he went to the bench, what happened?
They were playing better. They were playing better though. They were playing better on offense.
Was Trae Young not eating? Was Trae Young not eating?
It doesn't matter if Ben Simmons would have shut down Trae Young. We still would have lost that series because Ben Simmons can't average more than 10 points a game. It's a fact.
He wouldn't take a shot at that.
Was Trae Young not eating though?
He was eating no matter who was on the floor.
No, when Ben Simmons guarded, he wasn't eating. No, not when Ben Simmons guarded, no, he wasn't.
I can look up that average of that series.
Pull it up.
Was averaging.
Pull it up. His numbers are not impressive.
You ain't gotta tell me twice.
Maybe I'll tell you a third time.
See, this is why with Freddie. You make me
This is
your
your Yo, dude. I gotta have you on my channel,
man. Freddie crazy.
You gotta do that. Like, seriously. I'm down for that.
I'm looking it up myself so I can confirm the numbers myself.
So when
pull up the damn numbers.
So when it comes to the numbers with Trae Young in the playoffs, he was averaging 29 points and 10 assists.
No, I'm talking about when Ben Simmons guarded. That's when everybody. I'm talking about when Ben Simmons was guarding.
It doesn't matter who was guarding.
Yes, it do. No. See, this is what you doing. I said one thing. This is the goalpost. Now you want to move it because I just got to beat you because you know I brought about a valid point of no. You're not about to do that to me. I'm talking about when Ben Simmons was guarding the man. I'm gonna find out.
That one series, he did have him like 5 and 27, but he still lost.
Preach.
He still lost, and thank God for Curry.
Here we go. We just pulled
out.
it up. I just pulled it up. Trae Young has averaged 27.1 points, 9.6 assists, 4.5 rebounds in 7 games versus Ben Simmons in his career.
I'm talking about when he's guarding him.
Robert,
in the series,
it do matter.
Robert,
in his career. Enough said.
Robert, thank you. Kobe once said Simmons is going to regret for the rest of his career without a jump shot.
What dummy is going?
Robert,
that's the great Kobe Bryant. That's the great Kobe Bryant. That's the great Kobe.
What dummy is going to turn down help from Kobe Bryant?
That's what he did.
The same dummy who turned down work from Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Shaquille O'Neal, and Dwight Howard when he was in LA the first time.
Well, Shaquille O'Neal is a Hall of Fame great, though.
Yep.
Now, because he won the championship.
But he took that Orlando team that was scrubbed for years. It
don't mean that. He wasn't a Hall of Famer until he won the championship a few years ago. Last year.
But everybody knew Shaq was going to be a dominant center coming out of the NBA. Nobody knew Benson was going to be. Everybody thought Benson was going to be dominant coming out of college. Please, he went to the same college as Shaq, and didn't do nothing.
But guess what? He was so hyped up, and guess what? Y'all loved him. Y'all loved him when he get him. Now you want him out. Keith
knew me for how long? You know me for about what? Almost 10 years now.
Something like that.
He know that I hated Ben Simmons coming out of college, and I hated when we drafted
anybody but Ben.
Who did you want to draft?
Box, Lonzo, anybody.
Who did you want? You must have wanted them to get Ingram.
I'd rather have Ingram than Ben Simmons.
Now that's one player I miss. So I miss Ingram. I love that dude game.
Ingram, I feel like the Lakers didn't give him enough of a chance.
No, that's not true. The Lakers wanted Anthony Davis. That's why he wanted him out. They got him rid of him. If it wasn't for Anthony Davis, he'll still be here. But let's be honest, because you know what? Unfortunately, the Lakers, we don't worry about the draft. We don't draft players, develop players. We get superstars.
People off whoever's available.
You got that right. That's what we do. That's who we are.
This Chicago native Damian, he about to go in the kitty corner because he kills me every time he comes on our lives, right?
David, I agree.
Y'all need Simmons to shoot. I got a question for you then. Why do you have a guy like Ben Simmons that's almost 7 foot with almost a 7'3" wingspan playing the one guard where you could put him at the 3 or the 4?
You can put him at the 4
in the post.
You can put him at the 4. He can't shoot, so you can just put him at the 4.
Exactly.
He can't shoot. You can just put him at the 4.
Issue I had with Doc.
Listen. Ben Simmons averaged. He averaged 16 points last year, 7 rebounds and 8 assists. That's decent. I mean, that's pretty good.
Who?
Ben Simmons. That's
what?
Huh?
He averaged what?
16, 7, and 8.
Yeah.
In the playoffs, though, what did he do in the playoffs? In the playoffs, though. Playoffs. What did he do? What did he do in the playoffs, though?
I mean, hey, there's a lot of plays. Step up in the playoffs.
I just gotta say this: whenever he's on the fucking court, every time it's 4-on-5.
What makes me mad about Ben Simmons, right? Understand that if you're wide open, just take the shot. If nobody's on you, if you're wide open, just take the shot. That's the problem with Ben Simmons. If you're not open, give it up. I understand that. That's part of being a point guard. But if you have Eric Snow was a terrible point guard for the Sixers.
He was good.
He was great defensively, but when he was open, he took jump shots. When he was open, which is rare.
I think I see this.
When he's wide open, just take the shot. I don't care if you miss it, just take it.
I'm about to go off right now.
And then when you drive to the basket, when you have an open dunk, and you pass it in between two defenders, when you have an open dunk.
You know what? I feel sorry for Philadelphia. Y'all have all these damn draft picks. And y'all haven't done nothing with it. That's a bum franchise. You think about it.
Listen, I told the Sixers, don't get Markelle Fultz. They did it. I said, don't go get Ben Simmons. They did it. And this is why I cuss out the 76ers every year.
This is why. Hey, Keith, you two, you just need to come on over to LA. We don't have to worry about that. But true story. You can talk about my Lakers all day, but hey, we draft great. We draft good players. Look at the players that we drafted over the last couple of years. We have THT right now, still. Hey, we had Josh Hart, still. Kyle Kuzma, still. Jordan Clarkson, steal. Julius Randle, steal.
Kyle Kuzma is a steal. I'm sorry.
Yep.
He's about to go off this year.
He was picked 29. He was picked 29. Yeah.
Team with the Sacramento Kings, but still, he's a steal.
How is he a steal?
What you
mean? He went 29. He went 29. He went late in the first round.
He's a steal because the guy can defend and he can get to the basket. Kyle Kuzma can get to the basket.
I made every 20 this year.
I just think Kyle Kuzma needed a change, though. I just think he needed to go somewhere else. That was it. Now he with a team with Bradley Beal. He's going to get a lot more opportunities.
I got to see it. Firsthand.
One thing you got to remember.
Every year Kyle Kuzma improved with the Lakers. Every year he was there.
One thing you have to remember, we did not ask Kuzma to be our main scorer. We wanted him to play high volume defense, rebound, and make timely shots. Now he's going to a team that he can score whatever he get ready. Because remember when LeBron got there, people were saying, dang, is he the best young Laker? People were saying that because he was balling, he was producing. He's about to go back to that.
For a long stretch of time, he was averaging like 20-something points a game.
Yep, that was his best season pretty much. Yep.
And Kuzma definitely a steal.
Right, he averaged 16, 18, you round it up to 19, 13, and 13.
That's good. And then he's averaging 13 because he playing with LeBron James and Anthony Davis. So you have to cut down a little bit. AD
went out. He was that next man that
he was. Yep, he was that third. He was that third man.
Third option that stepped up because KCP was not getting it done. Hell no, he wasn't getting it done. I'm not a big fan of KCP. I mean, I thought he fit what he was able to do as far as his role. But Kyle Kuzma, when Anthony Davis, LeBron James went down, they went to Kyle Kuzma.
Shoot, even Caruso was balling better than KCP.
Caruso was good. I love Caruso.
I was kind of upset about Caruso leaving the Lakers, but I mean he's getting a better chance in Chicago.
I'm not. I'm glad he's gone.
Why? That takes away your bench. You really don't have a.
I don't have a bench.
Who's
they got a bench?
Kendrick Nunn, Malik Monk, Ellington, Melo,
Malik Monk,
THT.
Malik
Ellington
Monk
going to
is
start
dumpster
though?
juice.
Isn't Ellington going to start?
Malik Monk is dumpster juice.
Wouldn't Ellington start?
He was a steal for us though.
Wouldn't
Ellington start? Minimum contract?
He's not going to get no burn with the Lakers. He's getting no burn with the Lakers.
Okay, and Rondo and DJ. So yeah, we got a decent.
My point
bench.
exactly. Look who you have in front of him. He's not getting any burn.
But you just said you don't got no bench, and then you just said he ain't gonna get some deep.
Rondo's up there. Rondo's going to retire by next. Rondo's going to retire by this year. If he doesn't win another championship, he's going to retire. We all know that.
You know what's so amazing though?
This is like his 20th team in a career for Rondo. He's been shipped around the last 5 years. Cool. Go get the championship and ride off into the sunset because you're done. You're done.
Hey, but guess what? When he gets these, he have 3 championships, 2 from the Lakers, 1 from Boston.
Yeah, but his best one is from Boston.
It don't matter.
His championship is from Boston.
I can't say that.
What?
I can say the bubble year. It was more impactful.
Nah, I doubt it.
Yeah.
His Boston championship.
He was our third best player.
His 2 Lakers championships.
When was the last time Boston even been relevant?
It doesn't matter. That year that they won the championship with Rondo playing the best year of his career.
Rondo, they would have won without Rondo. They had KG, they had Ray Allen, they had Paul Pierce.
They had no point guard.
They had no point guard.
Guess what? They are Ray Allen here. Bring the ball up.
Oh my God. Push the ball up on Rondo.
You know what? If you hear Rondo now, he kind of let it slip. The best franchise when he had his press conference, he know what's up. Ain't nobody care about no Boston.
Wait, I need to ask why Dennis Schroeder decided to.
I'm glad it's gone. He's a bum. He's a bum. You passed down $83 million. I mean, hey.
If he turned down that type of money, he just didn't want to be there. He didn't want to be there at all.
But you know what?
He didn't want to be there.
Thank you, Dennis Schroeder. You just let me get a triple-double machine and Russell Westbrook. Even though you need to take off them damn dresses, but thank you.
Yeah, listen, y'all gotta do something about that. He cannot walk in the Staples Center with them dresses on. He just can't, bro.
But you know what my uncle said? He lives in Vegas. He said, nephew, he could walk in the Staples Center butt-ass naked. As long as he going out there throwing them oops, dunking, and winning championships, I don't care. I don't care.
I can't with that. I knew this was going to turn into the Lake Show. As you
my goodness.
It was going to turn to a Sixers and Lake Show.
Hey, nothing much really going on in the NBA right now. So
it's really not. But who?
Hey, y'all want to go to Vegas with me?
Surprise team.
My surprise team?
Who's going to be the surprise team? No matter if it's East or West. Who is the surprise team coming up this upcoming season?
I'm gonna say Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago won't work.
Well, damn, Freddie. Like,
my question is DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine. I have questions about them.
I'm kind of nervous because I know they ball hungry.
Yeah,
that's
a young team as well. My team is Miami, man. I believe Miami actually has what it takes to beat Brooklyn. You talking about a team, a bunch of dogs. Well, you don't hear nobody talk about Miami. You hear them talk about Milwaukee and all that. To me, I believe Miami will be a second seed. Milwaukee's gonna take that seat, the third seed. You got a bunch of dogs in there that fits Pat Riley's persona. Dogs. You bring in a PJ Tucker, the Morris twin, the Kyle Lowry. You still got Duncan Robinson.
Both of the Morris twins is in Miami?
Huh?
Both of the Morris twins is in Miami?
No, you have Markieff Morris.
Oh, Markieff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm about to say.
And then you still have Bam in the middle.
Philly's own Markieff Morris.
Yeah, I went to high school with them. I went to high school with both of them before they went to prep charter, and then they got these scholarships at Kansas. But you
should have got the numbers. You should have got the numbers and hit them up. Have them on here. I would have thanked Markieff for winning that championship.
I mean, it's a possibility. They still talk to people back in Philly. I haven't talked to them in years though. It's been a while, but.
Well, shoot them a text. Tell them, say Lake Show miss them. We love them. They kind of, you know what? It hurt me to see Markieff leave before Caruso. I'm not gonna lie, because Markieff brought that toughness to the team.
Yeah, man. He had the grit. He definitely had the grit. I can say that. The Lake, come on now. We all know Lakers ain't no sleeper.
I'm gonna take the Indiana Pacers. I'm gonna go with the Indiana Pacers in the Eastern Conference. They get a 7th or 8th seed. That's what I'm gonna go with.
Well,
I think they still got a good team.
That is the Eastern Conference.
I'm not gonna pick them high. If it's 7th or 8th
the East
seed,
is better than the West this year.
Nah, I don't think the East will be better.
I don't know about that.
The West too strong. They still. The East improved. The East is improved, but it's only league. And you can for the East.
It's 4 or 5 teams.
It's like four. I would say 4 legit teams. 4 legit teams in the East that can make them to win a championship.
How many teams in the West that can win the championship? Name.
You got the Lakers, the Denver Nuggets. You got the Utah Jazz. You got Portland. I'm gonna put them in the middle of the pack. They're
a tough team in the West.
They're a tough team, yo. I'm gonna keep them.
They're better than half of the teams in the East. Portland is better than half of the teams in the East.
I'm talking about this year.
Go Bear. Nerds. So soft behind French fries.
You talking about Denver? Jamal Murray's hurt, so you can't really include them. You got. You said Portland. Portland got too many issues. They didn't get better, so I don't see how you can put them in the conversation.
But they still a playoff team. Denver's still a playoff team.
We talking about a team that can win championships.
Right.
Yeah.
So
go ahead.
The Clippers, Kawhi Leonard's going to be out for the whole year. I don't care nobody say he ain't coming back
this year.
So, what teams? I mean, the East is stronger than the West this year. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Is you talking about championship or are you talking about period? The East is stronger.
The period. Look, you know what the narrative is, my brother. You know, everybody wanted to say a few years ago, LeBron, he don't want to go to the West.
The Suns are up there. The Suns are up there.
The Suns
are pretenders.
They're going to make it to the playoffs, but they're not going to go back to the finals.
They're not going back to the finals. They're not going back.
And I'm waiting for the third game of the season. We getting our rematch. Let them know what's up. Hey, we healthy, you ain't beating us.
That's going to be a good game, though. That's going to be a good game.
No, then we're going to blow them out.
Is it in LA?
It's in LA.
If it's in LA, then that's
even if it was in Phoenix, we run the whole West Coast. That's what we run the whole United States because we worldwide. You know, we go to Philadelphia, Laker fans, Minnesota, Laker fans, New York, Laker fans. Everywhere we go.
Hold up, didn't the Sixers beat the Lakers last year with AD and LeBron? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. But guess what? You want me to give you a little regular season championship? That's what you. That's what you want.
I was making sure that because everybody when it comes to the Lakers fans, they're like, oh, we always whipping the Sixers' ass and da 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 da.
But guess what? We don't care about that.
Embiid in midair and then go and complain to the ref. Are you kidding me? You literally just took this man out in midair because you
need to get tough. Stop being so soft.
Embiid was about to poster LeBron on that.
Toughen up. Don't be soft. He wouldn't make it back there in Jordan days.
Unbiased, Freddie. Not being unbiased, but sometimes do LeBron complain a little bit too much? Sometimes.
Everybody do.
I don't think
you know what he does. He uses it for his favor. He knows. Hey, he knows the rules. He knows things soft. If I know I can do something to get away, get a call my turn.
Paul too. Chris Paul is the same thing.
James Harden, all of them do.
They are the most. I love the problem, but that's the problem with the NBA. They're just so. They start to act like little girls. It's just like.
But you know what? People always say that though.
Why they do this and why they do that? Like,
people always say they rather the old school basketball. I don't, because guess what? That wasn't defense back then. That's just fouling. That's not defense. Defense is trying to find a way to stop a Steph Curry. Defense is trying to find a way to Dame Lillard. See, these players are more skilled than they were back in the day. I keep saying
I think they should bring hand checking back, but as far as the physicality across the paint, I agree. Yeah. But hand checking definitely should be back.
They're not going to bring hand checking back. They're not.
They're not going to bring that. That's the problem. Because these guys, that's why they make the NBA so offensively better, because you really can't play defense without getting the call. You can go down at half court and be by half court like 3 seconds and they call a foul away from the ball. I'm like, bro, you really gonna you're gonna tap my shoulder and you're gonna call a foul.
Hey, whoever running your production, please bring up that comment that DN and E Reeds brought up, the last one. Yeah, Lakers got championships. Plural. We don't care about one game losing a feeling. We ain't losing no sleep over that.
We can. As Philadelphia Sixers fan, we can talk that. I don't give a shit about your championships.
That's just like the Clippers. The Clippers beat in the regular season. Good. You get the regular season championship. We'll take the real one. We don't care.
Since we didn't win the championship, I take it. That's our championship.
That's the only thing that make y'all feel good. If y'all beat the standards in the NBA, because we are the standard.
The Lakers always going to be the standard, of course.
You got that right. We the best.
It's always going to be the standard. It don't matter if the Lakers go like 38-75 or whatever their record is. They'll still be the favorites to try to win the championship. It's the Lakers.
I'm gonna tell you this. You all should be thankful for the Lakers. This true story I'm about to say. Dr. Jerry Buss, God rest his soul. He's the reason why we have entertainment in the NBA today. He's the one that brought the cheerleaders, the entertainment during halftime show, the lights and everything, because he wanted to find a way to give fans a show, even while the show is off the court. So everybody need to thank him, Dr. Jerry Buss. And just imagine if he wouldn't have died, he was still running the Lakers. What we would have done in those down years, those bad years. We would have seen LeBron and Kobe together. I guarantee you. Because I saw a story that he was trying to make it happen.
The league vetoed Chris Paul and Kobe together.
Exactly. Imagine when Chris Paul was in his prime, they vetoed the shit out of that.
Well, they knew it was about to happen.
But New Orleans didn't have a GM.
About that.
Yeah. New Orleans didn't have a GM at that time, though.
They knew what was about to happen then.
I was mad about that. I was like, yo,
we about to get that
Kobe
number 6, and everybody about to say it's better than Jordan.
I said the league is over. If that would have happened, the league is over.
They broke the league on that.
It's going to be the same thing with LeBron get 5. That's going to be something that they're going to try to find a way to prevent him getting 6. Because they're trying to protect Jordan. They know they ain't trying to get nobody to challenge
they won. At the end of the day, Jordan is 6-0 in the finals. It's nothing else to say.
Well, there is. Yeah, there is. Yeah,
but I mean, it's
Jordan's really not the best player in the game.
As of right now, when you have more losses than wins,
who
in the NBA Finals, LeBron James, which I love, which I think LeBron James is the greatest of his era. He's not of his era. I think when you want to talk about greatest of all time, it's so hard to talk about it.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
because
not.
You got to look
at
the eras of. So he to me, he's not greater than Bill Russell because he wasn't in that era. He's not better than Bill Russell, so he's not better than Jordan. He's not when it comes to eras. Jordan was better in his era.
Well, okay, so let me ask you a question. Shouldn't Kareem Abdul-Jabbar be the greatest player of all time? He got the most points. He got the championship. It don't matter. No, we talking about the GOAT, greatest of all time. We ain't talking about no damn era. I ain't trying to hear that. No era. I'm talking about the GOAT.
I can't call somebody the greatest of all time. Like Michael Jordan, I can't say.
I can.
Still can't say Michael.
Who's the greatest football player of all time?
Me personally, the greatest football player of all time, no matter what position. Because that's really does. If you want to go by position, that's a little.
Who's the greatest quarterback of all time?
The greatest quarterback of all time?
Yeah.
Tom Brady.
No, it can't be. He didn't play in Joe Montana's era.
I said, when it comes to his era, he is the greatest.
You got to use the same narrative.
The thing about this is there's no other. The thing about the difference between LeBron James and Tom Brady won 7 championships in his era.
But it does not matter. You got to keep the same energy. You got to keep the same energy. Joe Montana, you got to keep those same energy.
No other quarterback has done that. Nobody in professional sports has won 7 championships.
And there's never been nobody go to 3 different teams and win championships and finals MVP. Ain't no era.
If you want to talk about it, you can say about MVPs all you want. But
ain't no era.
When it comes to championships, Tom Brady is over LeBron. And that's a fact.
That's false. Because guess what? When you look at LeBron James, he took bums to the finals. Did Michael Jordan ain't done that?
Hey, I'm going to tell you this, Freddie. I'm going to tell you this. Michael Jordan.
That Tom Brady had when he won his first 3.
I'm going to tell you this.
Receivers.
Hey, Freddie, I want to tell you this. Michael Jordan beat legends. Stopped legends from winning championships. Michael Jordan stopped Charles Barkley. Michael Jordan stopped Charles Barkley. He stopped Gary Payton. He stopped John Stockton them twice. Karl Malone. The greatest backcourt and frontcourt duo. He stopped them twice. He stopped them twice. He stopped them twice in his He stopped them twice for winning the titles. Michael Jordan stopped legends. Literally stopped legends for Patrick Ewing. He stopped Patrick Ewing several times for winning the championship. This guy stopped legends. He beat legends.
Those teams sound nice, but guess what? They not stacked like people had to stack the deck to beat LeBron.
None of the teams in the NBA right now would not last in the 90s, and that's a fact.
That's not a fact. That's false.
They would not last in the 90s.
That's very false. That's very false.
They would not last. LeBron could not last because you know
that Miami Heat team, they a bunch of dogs.
LeBron would not last in the 90s because back then centers was allowed to sit in the paint and protect the ball.
No, LeBron would last. But guess what? There was nobody LeBron's size back then.
There was no 3 seconds. There was no 3 seconds in the league back then.
We've never seen the size of a player as LeBron James. But let me go back to what I'm saying. You ain't gonna change his narrative. You ain't gonna change his narrative. I'm gonna finish my statement. Michael Jordan He was getting bounced out the first round before Scottie Pippen got there.
He played the greatest defenses of all time.
All of a sudden, we want to change it. Oh, he played the greatest defense.
He played the greatest defenses of all time. Shit, LeBron would have lost in that damn area. LeBron
came out as a baby. LeBron came out as a baby taking bums to the finals.
LeBron would have lost that. Do that. LeBron would have lost against them too. LeBron would have lost against them too.
Bumps to the finals all he want, but when you got 6 losses in the finals, how that makes you great?
Because he was carrying bums. So let me ask you a question. You put Michael Jordan on them bum teams, what are they doing? They fucking make the playoffs.
That Miami team that lost to the Mavericks was not a bum team.
No, that team.
The Mavericks.
I'm talking about when he was in Cleveland.
The Mavericks was probably the weakest NBA Finals team that they played.
The finals, right? It was only twice that he did that.
So if you put Michael Jordan on that, that last Cleveland team that LeBron took him to the finals, you put Michael Jordan on that team, will they get there that far? No, they won't.
I believe they will with Kyrie Irving. I believe they get that far.
No, Kyrie Irving wasn't on that team. Kyrie Irving was not on that team. When LeBron was with Jordan Clarkson, George Hill,
and when LeBron was there in Cleveland, tell me the best teams in the East that year. Who was the best teams in the East that year that was dominant like the Cleveland Cavaliers in the East?
You had Toronto, they was good, but it don't matter. Look at
Toronto won no threat.
When Michael Jordan won the championship, who did he have to go through? Ain't nobody he had to go through.
Jordan?
You talking about what championship?
I'm talking about in the finals. Who was he beating?
He went through the Knicks. He went through the Knicks.
In the finals.
In the finals, I'm gonna tell you all the finals teams he played. He played Utah twice. They both of the Utah teams. They was 16.
Larry Bird was old. He had a bad.
What did you talk?
That Showtime Lakers team was not. I don't.
You say who did he play in the finals?
The only team that gave Michael Jordan trouble was the bad boy Pistons.
You talking about in the finals though? You said in the finals.
Yeah.
You said okay. I'm gonna tell you. The Sonics gave him work. They lost 4-2. The Jazz. They lost in 6. The Portland Trailblazers. The Lakers.
That team is not appealing, Donte. You know why? Because LeBron at a young age made grown men in the Boston Celtics made a big.
And he got swept. He was getting swept.
Caroline was receding.
He was getting swept. Grown men had to create a big.
He wasn't competing. He wasn't even competing. He was getting swept. Michael Jordan was winning. Michael Jordan never went to a game 7.
Jordan never got swept.
Grown men had to build a big 3 in Boston because of LeBron.
Got swept in the finals.
He never went to a game 7. Went to a game 7. Michael Jordan never went to a game 7 in the finals.
I done broke my dog.
The only championship I do respect from LeBron James is the Cleveland Cavaliers one with Kyrie Irving. That's the only
the comeback. The comeback. Yep.
It does not matter because at the end of the day, Jordan did not have to go through a problem where grown men at a young age had a team up. What team? What team?
The Pistons in the Nets.
The Pistons in the
Celtics. No, I'm talking about at a young age when his first couple years in the league.
He couldn't get
the Pistons in the Celtics.
3 years.
But that team was already built. That team was already built.
In the Celtics. Listen,
if LeBron beats Kareem at the all-time scoring list and win a couple more championships, because what I ask people, there's nothing this man can do to become better than Jordan.
Michael Jordan stopped all of them from winning a championship. All of them
good teams.
All of them good teams. All of them were great teams. Back in the day, he didn't have players like a Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond, and Kevin Durant teaming up. He didn't have that.
Some players do not last a game in the 90s era. And that's
imagine if Magic, Larry Bird, Isaiah, Charles Barkley, all them guys, guess what? Jordan wasn't going to beat that. That's what LeBron had to deal with.
In that era, nobody wanted to team up. Everybody wanted to beat each other. Everybody wanted to beat each other.
So that's what makes LeBron even better because he had to go through this. That's what makes LeBron even better because he had to go through this.
LeBron started that super team crap.
So
he really did.
Not really, no, because there were super teams back in the day. So I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
That was built.
Let me ask you a question, Darren. So, who's better, LeBron and Michael Jordan in scoring.
When it comes to scoring, I still say Michael Jordan.
Okay. Who's
Michael
better at getting teammates involved?
I still say Michael Jordan. If you look at
You
it,
guys have a good night. You guys have a good night. You guys have a good night. Because you can't take your unbiased off. You can't take your unbiased off.
That's the thing. A lot of people talk about how Michael Jordan scored, how Michael Jordan did this. Nobody talked about how great of a defender he was. And how many
I'm talking about passing the damn basketball. But you want to say
He was
Michael
a great
Jordan.
all-around defender.
The game-winning shot against Utah in the finals. Did he not give the ball up to Curry?
Who make their teammates better?
Did he not give the ball up to Steve Kerr to shoot the three? Did he not give the ball up to John Paxson to win the game? Did he not?
Who makes their teammates better?
Jordan make their teammates better.
So what is LeBron?
I'm
just going to end the conversation like this. I'm just going to end the conversation about this.
LeBron do make his team. He does make his team better, but Jordan did the same thing.
No, that's not true. But I'm gonna ask you. No, it's not true. I'm gonna ask you a question. This to end this debate because you're not gonna take your unbiased glasses off. You're not gonna face the truth. What does LeBron do better? What do LeBron do better than Jordan? Is there anything?
Isn't our show going to start in 5 minutes?
Jordan is that LeBron is just a bigger player. He's a more dominant player when it comes to the basket. But when it comes to Jordan had it harder going to the basket than LeBron did.
I'm done because there's nothing in your case. There's nothing this man do better. I'm not going to lose my voice.
Listen, you can look at all the stats you want career-wise. LeBron's going to pass that. We all
what?
Look, he already.
What you say? Preach. Let the preacher preach. Let the preacher say amen.
Right? You can say whatever you want about stats, but when it comes to championships,
LeBron never had to. Jordan never had to deal with bad bum rosters around him. LeBron have. He can't win the damn game by himself. He didn't win none of them damn games by himself.
Michael Jordan could. Yes, he did. Yes, the hell he did.
No, he did not.
Yes, the hell he
scored all the points.
Hey, matter of fact, the flu game, he carried that team.
He scored all the points.
He carried the Bulls. He carried the Bulls.
So did he score all the points?
He had over 48 points.
That's not all the points.
Sick. He was sick.
That's not all the points.
He was sick.
That's not all the points.
He was sick. He was sick.
All the points.
That's not all. But you know what? But you know what he did? But you know what he did in the finals? You know what he did in the finals? He scored. He averaged about 50 points a game. He averaged about 7-8 rebounds. He gave about 9 assists to get everybody else involved.
But then you just say, listen, he can have 50 points and 10 assists. He still was the leading scorer on the team.
But guess what? When he gave those 50 points, he created about 50 more points in his assists.
Jordan can have 34, but
he created about 50 points in assists.
You can say whatever you want about assists.
Man, it's not even my show. You need to end this show because you got another show right after this show.
I will be on fast break.
Yep.
Come on, just say the truth. Come on, just say the truth.
Yep.
It's just say the truth. Start an hour.
Oh damn! I got 2 more shows I got to do after that. I got to do my Raiders show and I got to do AEW. So I probably won't be able to
Raiders. I mean,
I got to do AEW too.
I got a Dolphins YouTuber coming on the channel. So be doing a
got me hot. Got me sweating over here. Take that jersey out.
I like to get into people's skin.
Take that jersey out, by the way.
Listen, you'll see me with a different jersey next week, and you listen. I might have to, throw something out the bag for y'all.
I might have a good. I'm gonna put a better jersey on for you.
Listen, what you gonna put on?
Oh, Fred,
I'm not gonna tell you.
You don't want no smoke with this when it comes to throwback jerseys.
Actually, I probably not. I snuck off work today, so that's why I'm off service.
This was a great show for the first time we doing an all NBA show. This was fun, man. You see,
oh my goodness!
And I had topics down the line, and you see what happens when he comes on here. God damn it, Freddie! God damn it, dude. But we got AEW watch party with me and Mitch, and then I got my 9:30 show on my Spotlight Raiders Talk channel. But all the shows, just say the truth. Just say the truth, right? Hey, what time is that coming on tonight, Freddie?
8 Central.
8 p.m. Central. So make sure y'all tune into that. The link is in the description if you want to subscribe to their channel, or if you're on Facebook, Follow them on Facebook as well. It's the Spotlight Sports Network, ASAP Sports Network. Freddie, thank you for coming on to the show.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Mitch. Thank you, Donte. Thank you, Key.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate it. We out of here, y'all. And we'll see y'all in the next live stream, which will be in 1 minute. We out of here, y'all. Peace out.
Yeah.